I think people already spend money to be guided on meditation or yoga or something like that, you know? So this is not something new. So maybe we can just basically then create different spaces where we're hosting different kinds of like, I know, and not like, we don't want to make it too expensive, but like, let's say maybe an hour and it's like $5, you know, and then there's, but then, okay, let's say it's 20 people. Because the thing is, like, we don't want to make it like impersonal, you know, because then it's like, or that already exists, you know, like with social media, right? You can just broadcast to unlimited amounts of people. We want to make it like basically a space where, yeah, you can just, you know, and then I think for like a lot of people that would be ways also to get clients, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
But then we wouldn't make money on that, you know.
Yeah, I tested
Because then people will just like do one session and then go to the
directly.
and then go directly to the person, you know.
So I tested the one of the platforms I sent you that has 3 minute free dialogue on chat. It's only chat based type of platform with hundreds of psychics there and space holders. And I started the chat, and she was in Dutch because it's a Dutch platform. And I asked if she speaks English. And then, like, what, 2 minutes passed, and third minute already she didn't. She's like, oh yeah, no, not me. And then I have left. I have spent my 3 minute free because she wasn't able to communicate in English, or I wasn't able to translate soon enough. You know, my question. What I'm trying to say, and then you're supposed to like go directly with to chat with that person. You know, beyond those 3 minutes and pay by minute. And I'm just showing you the model that I learned. And I spoke with a person who actually is on that platform, the girl who's creating these churches network. She said that she is making that money there sometimes, but it's text based only, so it might not be as effective actually as the voice and live presence with each other. And yes, she does get clients outside of this platform or slash from this platform into her direct, because people can just find her by her name. It's unique. So you're right. It's difficult to avoid people kind of like skipping the middlemen that we are. So we have to like keep the value inside of the system so that it doesn't go out. So the combination of people, maybe the answer, like specific people, that specific group, you know, that is uniting.
Because we can't we can't force people then to like not go outside the platform,
Exactly,
like, you know.
Yeah.
And with Airbnb, it's like different because you know, I guess if I'm in a different location, then, you know, I don't necessarily care about. I'm not building a personal relationship with the host, you know.
Right. In most cases.
And I think with healing, it's like very, or therapeutic stuff, it's very
personal.
That's why I prefer, like, you know, basically the AI, and then you basically connect it to that AI, and we basically make it irreplaceable because you build a relationship with our system, you know. And then we can connect it to other people as an add-on later. But like to do that as a beginning, then like very easily people will just like cut the network and just go directly to someone they like, you know.
What about this technology that we call contracts, having contracts with these healers that they wouldn't take anyone outside of this platform and
but it's based on trust, and like, you know, I don't know if there's a if human nature says people would cut the network, then like just trust that, you know. People don't care, like whatever, like, you know. I mean, Airbnb also says like, you know, you're not supposed to like communicate outside the platform, and you know, not book directly with the host. I'm sure some people like that also happens, right? But like it's not so often, I think, because I don't know. It's just like if I book Airbnb if I travel somewhere for a few days, and then I go somewhere else, you know, and then I use Airbnb again, you know, because there's different locations, and
well, there's also different.
with something like
people.
this, I don't know.
Say it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I think like with it seems to me like therapy is very like it's almost like dating, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't want to build something that's like dating, where like then once you've matched successfully, then you don't need the platform, you know? Um, like it needs to be something where you can, like, it's more like Amazon, you know, because I'm still need groceries next month, and then it's more recurring in that sense, you know? It's not like I'm building a personal relationship with the supermarket, and then they're shipping it directly to me or something, you know?
So it
or like
has
an
to be.
airline, like it's like something that's like, okay, I can use other airlines, I guess. But it's like I guess, it's a transaction that's resolved in its own on its own, you know, and it's not like, it's not this personal thing, you know, I guess.
And again, how people will be valuing that, why they would not want to come out of their network in order to connect with each other. Why? Well, maybe it's the group of people that is curated there, and that the personal development or personal relationship is developed through that interaction in life and also interaction offline.
Again, I think this is like, I think again this is a good idea, but I think it's like something for later, like because it's like too complicated for now to get this started, and I think probably needs more resources and people to do this, you know, to think through how you can do this in a way, and then also more like an active network, so then you can talk. But I do think. Yeah, I do think having a network of all the different kinds of healers, you know, whatever that is, you know, I think that nothing like this really exists, right? It's very difficult to access. So maybe we can just do this for fun or something, because I think there would be value there to have that network of people. Like,
For
you
sure,
know,
definitely 100%.
and I think a lot of people have all this expertise and they're not really able to capitalize on it, you know? So I think like maybe the problem of like how, you know, maybe you cannot fully prevent that, but like maybe the format would be more about, maybe if the format needs to be in such a way that people would be likely to like keep using the platform again, you know. And again, like it would be something like, it would not be personal in that it would be a small group, but it wouldn't be personal, like, you know, like if it's just personal one-on-one, then like sure, like I'll just cut the platform. But if it's more like in a group setting, you know, then maybe less likely I would do that, you know, because I want the network is part of the product in some sense, you know, the different type of people that you always meet, that's part of like the deal, like, you know, it's not just about like the guide, but it's also the other people that are sort of in that group, you know.
And the kind of progress that you make together with certain frequency of meetings, and just like moving energy, moving thought patterns. I mean, there needs to be structure still set in terms of like, okay, what are the categories, what are the goals, what are the how do we monitor / figure out the results, analysis. These kind of things still need to be designed, and maybe you can take on the design part of it, like the interface / user experience, and I can take on searching for the network partners, say in that particular sphere. What do you think? I mean, that would be a good step for this week. Like design the interactive experience with the perspective of the healer, perspective of the audience.
I don't know.
Like what would be helpful to you?
I feel like still like it's like the problem is like it needs like, it's almost like we're trying to create a new product, you know, when I'm saying like Amazon with books, like what's the product that already exists in the market that we can just resell to get it started, you know. And I think like there's a lot of different like angles to it, and like not even sure if that even would work, you know, maybe not, like
you gotta try and test.
I mean, the problem I have is like I think it would be useful to have basically someone I can speak to on a regular basis that would be aware of like my different mental loops or patterns, and then help me basically resolve that, so then I can basically be free from that, you know. and developmental like energy. And I think that's true for a lot of different people as well.
For sure.
And so it's like I don't know how you can make that into a product. I mean, you could do like an interface with AI.
Yeah, but before
But
AI.
again, like I again, I don't know. I feel like I'm forcing it.
It's okay.
I don't have the answer. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's okay. Like again, if you're talking about like the more visible MVP that we're looking at right now, out of all the ideas that have been shared the past few weeks, I think
No,
the
because the
one
thing
that
is this. I mean, let's keep it very simple. I mean, this is like my main objective. I have to solve this for myself because if I'm not able to solve this for myself, I'm not going to build all these other things. If I'm standing in my own way, if I'm censoring myself, if I'm limiting myself, and so it's like maybe that's the first product needs to be that because I am the first customer, like
Yep.
And I would be willing to spend resources for that,
That's it.
and the resource doesn't have to be maybe money, but like time and just like putting more effort into this in some system.